Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your host George, and this is your Blockchain Developers Weekly Digest for the week of 18th of February. And here we're going to look at what has happened over the last week. And unlike the previous two, it has been very eventful week. So yeah, let's get started. And the first thing that we're going to start with is actually a follow-up on previous week, where we were talking about Hyperledger Composer that is being sunset, that is being deprecated, and I've been made aware of a very interesting new tool called Convector. Yeah, and Convector is actually a suite of two tools currently. Their goal is to actually be the suite, the framework for development of enterprise-grade blockchains and blockchain networks. And currently they have two major tools there. First one is called the Convector Smart Contracts, which is JavaScript framework for developing models of your assets and how they interact, or in other words, for developing model controller patterns for your enterprise blockchain networks. And the second one is called Hurley, and it is the easiest way for you to spawn your own development network and to start testing, destroying, and upgrading stuff. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be testing this, see how it differs from Composer, and hopefully this is going to be the new beginning for POCs for Hyperledger. So great job for the company that is developing this. The company is named World Cebu. Kudos to them, and we want to see much more from what's there. And after this follow-up on Hyperledger, let's straight dive into Ethereum, where there is now Solidity 0.5.4. It is a new release. It isn't that major. Probably the most important thing there is that now it allows encoding of structs through ABI encoder version 2 without dynamically encoding the properties inside, and some bug fixes to the ABI encoder. So pretty much this is it. There is a new version of Solidity 0.5.4. More interestingly, there is a new version of the awesome tool called Slither by Bits of Trails, and it's 0.6.0. For those of you that don't know actually what Slither is, it's a static analysis tool that basically looks through your smart contracts and tells you, all right, you have this kind of problems or that kind of problems. It can tell you whether you have an access modifier for your self-destruct or purely informational stuff like you're using an assembly, maybe you should rethink that, or you have not indexed your parameters for your ERC20 standard contracts. And actually this indexing is part of this new update of 0.6.0. So the new things that are inside are first of all, it now sees and it detects. Their new detectors are now about whether your ERC20 interface is actually correctly implemented, whether you have indexed the variables in your events, and it reports to you whether you're adhering to older Solidity standards that are no longer here. So if you're not using Slither, go ahead, try it on your smart contracts. You're going to see very interesting things. And great job to Trail of Bits, and looking forward for the next things that are coming. Next piece of news comes out of a library that I have used for daytime conversions called Notoryctes. Sorry for murdering this pronunciation too. So this is the library that is used for converting between unique timestamps and year, month, day, and is very gas efficient. It is made with gas efficiency in mind. So up until recently, you were able to use this in your smart contracts, but since 0.5 Solidity was released, well, you had to either choose to use this library or to use Solidity 0.5. Luckily, this is no more because with the latest version 1.0.1, now you have Solidity version Solidity 0.5 contracts for this library, and you can use it in your latest contracts there. So great job for updating this library to the creators of this library. And last but not least, from this tools section, actually Etherlime, a project that I'm involved into, has released their first major version, 1.0.0, and it has amazing advancements. So first of all, there is now a debugger, so you can debug your transactions, and it's all made through Ethers.js. So like everything that Etherlime does, it's going through Ethers.js. So now you can debug your transactions, and pretty much you can do everything that you want with these transactions and see what has happened there. In addition, there is now a new feature called Etherlime Shapes, which allows you to scaffold a new project currently only for Angular, and React is coming. So you'll be able to very easily start a new Angular and React projects very soon. This actually is, you can submit your own shapes where for languages that you want to use, for clients that you want to use. So open source contributors are welcome. Come and join us and create the newest shape that is there. And this pretty much concludes the Ethereum Community Fun and Eat Prize grant that was granted to Etherlime. So, well, very interesting new things are going to be coming ahead from Etherlime, and keep an eye on this project. And unlike the previous times, this time I have decided to include a tutorial, basically because it's pure gold. It's by Mudit Gupta, and he's a contributor to Solidity, and it's called Solidity Tips and Tricks to Save Gas, and it has tons of very, very useful gas optimization tactics that you can see there. So look for the resource in the description of this video or wherever you're viewing or reading this. And you're going to find amazing things there. I was very impressed by what I was reading, and I feel that anyone can benefit from this tutorial. And I think that this is pretty much everything most interesting from the last week. I hope that you enjoyed and you learned stuff this time around. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel, follow me at gspasov, and follow LimeChain in the social media. And until next week, well, see you soon. Bye.